second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago, he was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one time.
Just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket.
On second down, here's the option.
That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
He's got room to roam. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, that a very strong gain of 24.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Spears again.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tajay Spears with his rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Cantrell.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Bobby Okereke in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to throw, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. 2nd half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And some space here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Mechie, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Being chased out left.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Now Fields going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tajay Spears.
His 2nd TD of the game and 8.
And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 4. Already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cantrell.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete. incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the quarterback.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The Spears with another carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Hand off to Spears. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. 2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Spears. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
He'll try again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tyjae Spears
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
At the 38-yard line.
You got a mini baseball. Line up.
Here's Fields. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tyjae Spears
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Fields now to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Spears.
That's some strong running. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And they're going option play on third down. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Holding. Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Now Cunningham. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Cantrell. It's a slant to Hill. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A gain of 4 brings up third.
Off the play fake. Cantrell.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Dolphins nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
16-yard line.
To throw on second down. Cantrell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On third down, Achane.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Able to slither by.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Off play action. Cantrell. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
So big turn of events there. They had him sacked on third down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Cunningham tosses quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll go with a keeper. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find... And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Dolphins 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Off the play fake, Cantrell. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Cantrell gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Cantrell.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are able to claw one back. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field. But when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows his versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Titans.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the... back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Cantrell.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cantrell. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Upon a 46, a return of 5.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have...
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
First interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep
blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Cantrell under pressure, and they got to him again. Channing Tindall in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bobby Okereke. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Running left, it's Henry. Nifty move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
To about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A right side run with Patterson.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Bobby Okereke make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cantrell
throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Miami set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now he's loose again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took them 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting them in for 6 points.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To throw on 3rd down. Cantrell. That is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads.
Yeah. First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I say Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit me trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado, bye.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Hey, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't